Welcome to a new episode of Signal Chain Stories, the podcast for musicians, artists, and creative. My name is Kvndra, and with me, as always, is my wonderful friend, Mario.
You always do that.
I need to get rid of it. It starts to be too repetitive.
Monster kill.
Oh yeah, I can't hide my passion for video games, so I'm sorry.
No, sorry. I love video games. It's my format. Other people watch Netflix. I play video games.
Yeah, we get started on, what was it, Unreal Tournament 20?
That was Unreal Tournament, the Monster Kill.
Yeah.
Yeah, kids from the 90s, huh?
Oh yeah. That's who we are. How are you doing, my friend?
I wanted to ask you the same right now. I am good. Yeah. Went from a little low days, I would say. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was a bit low. To a good mood today, I would say. But the last 2 days I was a bit yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Any particular reason, or was it just sometimes you have those days, right?
To be really honest, I'm not connected to my art. I have these times, where I'm making content about being an artist and tutorials about Ableton Live and cool new functions, but actually not sitting there and be excited for real about it and make tracks with it, because I don't find the time. There's too many projects parallel right now.
Yeah.
And I just I want to sit down, and just have a full evening, make my candle on and just connect to my little art book and look inside and see what ideas I had. And I don't know, be excited about techno music and do techno, because I really feel techno here. But I don't know, I just do sometimes a little bit of ambient jams, but just for my brain more than actually with the idea to finish something, So I also have this finished album there, and I just don't finish it. I rendered all the track, I just have to name them properly. So, give the cover into the file and all that stuff. I just don't do it. So I'm I think that put me a bit down the last 2 days. I was oi, who I am, what I'm doing, that moments.
Oh yeah. I completely feel you on that. I was kind of in a similar stage the last couple of days. Yeah, I'm currently undergoing a rebranding, so I decided to switch my artist name from Miles Kvndra to just Kvndra, because it's closer connected to who I really am. So for the people who kind of don't know where the name comes from, Kvndra is a homage to the famous Czech author Milan Kvndra, who I am named after. So my given name is Milan. And I just wanted to make the connection a little bit stronger, because Miles is just a nickname and it doesn't fit kind of for me in there. I have had this thought already for quite a while. And that was also for me a little bit of a problem, because I had the feeling to not really identify with my artist concept anymore. I mean, the concept still worked, but just the name didn't fit kind of
that
my
hits
vision.
Different, right?
It does. You need to be connected to that stuff. And if there's a disconnect, it's so much harder to create and to get into the zone and to be kind of doing the stuff that you usually do and love to do.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of need a little bit of ego also on you to put something out into the
100%.
Really harsh world of the internet, right? So
it costs a lot of
I
energy.
know this is good. You need this attitude.
Yeah,
and
100%.
when you never know that this is good, when you're just testing some new functions in Ableton, and then you're I don't know. Yeah, that it hurts, and it hurts. It makes you lower and lower, and then you end up in this spiral.
Overthinking, the overthinking spiral where you're this is not good enough, that is not good enough, and I'm not really happy. And then for my live set, which I was really happy with what I released now, I put some stuff together, also some unreleased stuff that I was not really happy with, but now people gave so good feedback that I definitely
sometimes
want to finish it, and I added some more elements, and now I'm really happy in which stage it is right now. So sometimes you need a little bit of that kick to get going again. But I mean, with all of these projects, I 100% hear you. For me, it has always been hard in times where I dedicated so much on making videos and making some other admin projects, making some other projects, teaching or whatever it will be, that you just don't find time to make music again. And that's really kind of like the core of everything we do, right?
Yeah. I mean, we did the workshop parallel. There was this VA that I did with my community, right?
Nice.
But for example, this track that I did there is okay, but it's not amazing, right? And then I'm like, I don't want to feel that actually, but I felt like I needed to contribute something. And it was okay. That's why I bounced it and sent it. But it was more like because I have a deadline, you know? And I think I need like time to sit down and have no deadline to really figure out what is like techno is obviously you can make good techno now. Okay, cool. Flo. Now you did nice techno. Amazing. But what I want to do with techno right now, I have no clue, you know? And in the past, I had a clear vision, like how my kicks have to sound, how my stuff have to sound to be different to the rest.
Yeah.
And now I don't even have a clue what techno I like in the moment. So I'm like all over the place with my thoughts. And that's, I feel in this track, for example, that there was a deadline and that I just did like a good techno track with like some nice hypnotic sound design maybe, but nothing where I say, wow, yeah, that's the key where I want to go. And I feel like I need some off time to really sit down and find that key again and then use that key to open the door for the right, I don't know, the right tracks. And then call this like a real EP again.
Yeah, 100%. I think kind of like sometimes you have the phases where you need to disconnect a little bit from your art in order to connect stronger with it again. So just taking a step back and reflecting on exactly what you said, where you want to go, how your sound should look like. And then by getting back into the process again, it then starts to click again. So, yeah.
Also, one thing, you remember that episode where we talked about how important it is to also go out and get inspired, like go in exhibitions and literally go into a club and dance to proper techno. So you feel techno, for example. I feel like I need to do that soon because I didn't went out for a long time. And like literally just buy a ticket, go to the club that I love, and then dance there alone, you know, like just really go for the music, go there alone and have a proper dance and analyze the music by dancing, and then go home and be like, fuck yes, I need to make music, you know, because I didn't felt that for, I feel like a half year now. So, so it's like really like, I want to make this track now. I already know what I want to do, you know, I didn't have that.
Yeah.
And it was okay, but now it's starting to be not okay anymore. So,
Yeah. The last time actually I had that very strongly, like this huge connection to my music, was after I played my last big Berlin gig at the end of November. Kind of like after that gig, I was, I think, inspired for a whole week. And I started a lot of different projects that all went into completely different directions, really, from ambient to some harder techno, something melodic that kind of like fits my usual style a little bit more. But it was really like in this time where I also thought, okay, I want to expand my range as an artist a little bit, go more into the ambient direction, but also go a little bit more into some of the faster techno and try to blend it in with my melodic elements and kind of like, expand my style as a musician a little bit more. And that was really just by playing one live show. And also, I mean, the gig was special because it was our whole collective from the Pity Victory collective from Copenhagen was there. So many amazing artists and they all played live shows there. We talked basically the whole 2 days that we were together in Berlin. We talked about music, about creativity. We went out together and just had an amazing time. And I think this just fueled so much creative energy in myself. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I feel I need that like kind of connection. I need to be excited about sound again, and I need to surround myself around literally, just club music, because I was so in my little bubble and safe space and ambient and finding my new style in ambient. Did that now. Really happy with also like which ambient flow I developed. Like I know really how minimalistic I want to go with it. And that I'm a lot about textures and less elements and all that. And now when I scroll my catalog, I'm like, just here, ambient. And then I found my techno again. I'm like, ooh, dude. Like, you should make some techno again. Otherwise, you're just an ambient artist now. And I realized, I fucking miss it. So I try to connect now. I wanted to make techno the last weeks, you know, and I tried here and there to make music. But you know, there's moments when you do, and you're like, where I'm actually going with this. Like, I don't even know when I know it's there, you know, because you don't know what you're looking for. So you make maybe a good track, but you don't even get it. You
don't feel it.
You really first have to know what you want to do in techno or in the different style you want to find again. And this is where I am right now. So I was a bit low. Did I have more energy? Talking with you always helps, obviously. I mean, we always talk a little bit before the recordings, right? I guess I take a big break soon, and then I will just focus on finding my techno style again, because I want to find a new style.
Yeah, that's great. And I mean, that's a big task. There's so much music out there, and then really saying, okay, I want to kind of like digest or distill what makes me really unique, and then focus on that.
And that's like way harder than the tech.
Exactly. This little spot, kind of like where you say, this hits just 100% right. This is exactly how I want my sound to sound. And this is also how I make it. I mean, this part then comes second, but really boiling it down to what actually my style is. I think also that's a journey that can be very overwhelming when you just say, okay, oh my God, I need to find this, and you stress yourself. And it's the same thing with art. The more you stress yourself about it, the less you really can connect. But it's really then you need to kind of like boil it down and just embrace the process, and then you will find that step by step. It's a journey, and we all want to get there.
It's like the same task, like saying, what are my values? And then sit down and making your values, you know? It's nothing you do on a Wednesday evening, you know, for a moment.
Yeah, true.
So it is, it's a task, and parallel, we're working hard. So it's not so much time to do this task also, because you already need 2 hours to actually get there mentally. After work, you know. I hope actually today I will have some time to make some music after this recording here. That's actually my goal here.
Nice.
A little bit of that.
Keep it as inspiring as possible for you to
please
for you to get
inspire
going.
me.
Okay. I will try my best.
I was really inspired by I hear that like I released in a promo channel from Ness. Who have a release soon in January, I think, on, I think, the Third Floor Records. Okay. Really nice EP, really nice sound design. I think I will listen this again and then go a little bit for some sound design session. Yeah,
that sounds like a great idea.
Yeah, but that's the low part. I would say let's talk a little bit of the up part, because I feel like my mood is really good, because let's recap the year.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like we have to do that.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
and if you think a little bit about the year, you know, I think about how we started this SES also, and how we grow as YouTubers, obviously. Like, I mean, I live now from this shit, so I'm very grateful. It's
big
so
congratulations.
Crazy.
I mean, you can already... I know it's tough, and I'm switching kind of like in the same direction as you, trying to make a living from it. It's so tough, so you can be really, really proud of yourself. Like, congratulations, man. That's something you can definitely tap yourself on the back and say, I have done an amazing job by achieving that.
I want to do that, but in the end, I also know it's just because of the people that watching and actually supporting, buying my preset packs. You know, like I don't make money with YouTube. We both know that it's like $80 a month or something that Google pays you. It's literally the people that buy my stuff on my website where I get my cash from, you know, and the people that go on the Patreon channel and just support me literally. These are the 2 income streams you have, you know, and a lot of people think like YouTube pays you so much, and as a YouTuber you get like 10,000 a month.
No. I can tell you, for me, it's right now, I think the last payout I got from YouTube was 200 euros roughly a month. Yeah.
You have how many followers now?
30,000 roughly.
30,000. I have 24,000 and I get $80 a month. So it really depends on like,
streaming duration, a lot of things, but it's so many. I also had recently quite some donations, because with my last live set, I deliberately make the choice to disable the mid-roll ads. So basically, when the people start to watch the set, it doesn't get interrupted. And people also
always
confirm
make that
to
off.
me,
I hate that.
Yeah, it's super annoying, especially when you play live sets. And people confirmed that it's working, but obviously then the ad revenue is lower. And I said to people, hey, if you want to support me, I would be happy. And actually quite some people donated a little bit of money through YouTube, which always helps a little bit. So yeah, that's great. But I mean, yeah, I
Community.
totally feel you on that. Community is the key.
Then also we did the Ableton HQ workshop.
Yeah, just one, actually, when we're recording this, just 1 week ago, actually, we made a big beginner workshop at the Ableton headquarters. We had, how many? I think it was 10 people who were there in the end. And it was such an amazing experience. Like we kind of like went in there with very different plan each, which I think was very beneficial because I was more kind of like showing my corporate world. I made a little presentation in Apple Keynote and then kind of like did the move and push
You give me such an anxiety attack with your beautiful presentation. I come there with my Obsidian, like just puked some text on the wall and then painting
honestly,
stuff.
It worked. Yeah, it worked.
Yeah.
It was
I mean,
just
in the end,
like
it's
two
the
different
info.
Exactly. It was like two different teaching approaches, and I think one people might prefer the one, other people might prefer the other, and that's completely fine. And that's what I loved about the workshop, is kind of like sharing with people also how different we are as teachers and how well our both teaching concepts can actually work together. And
I think this year I just realized that I'm a teacher, like literally, because like this year I did, I think, 3 workshops with this one.
Wow. Cool.
And like in person, not in just in the mentorship that I do with the Patreons. So that's always online in a call like this. So that's okay.
Yeah.
I'm used to that kind of now. I can forget this little lens here. But like in person, I'm fucking nervous and I'm still weird with it. But I kind of did 3 of them now and I'm getting like less nervous, to be honest. And I realized, I'm literally, this is what I'm doing. When people ask me like, are you a DJ? Are you a producer? I'm like, I'm a producer for myself. Here and there, you know, when I'm not in this hole like now. But I'm literally, my job is teaching now. And so I have to accept that I'm a teacher. So I realized this year, actually, I am a teacher now.
Yeah, same for me, actually. I've never seen myself that way, but this year I started to give one-to-one classes as well, like you do online, but also in person. I had a student from Italy here recently who we worked with, or who I worked with together on his live sets, and it was very, very rewarding, actually. And it's also something where I realized I'm getting really good feedback from people on that, and I think that is something that I should lean more into. Also, I think it's so rewarding, like after the Berlin workshop, how people said how much it has helped them and how many things they learned from us, kind of like telling them the things that we do, kind of like when we make music, which is sometimes nothing really special for us, but for other people it's like, oh my God, I've never thought of this.
There's this thing you say, right? Like your 20% is 150 for others. We always say that. It's like the thing that you have to sometimes, I think like end of the year is always a good point where you can put yourself into this mindset where you're like, what I did this year and everything that you get, push yourself a little bit up
100%.
Because you actually get most of the time better feedback that you was expecting for the things you literally did and not overthink too much and didn't do. I saw this now also in the VA that I released with the community from the Discord channel. We all together, like the VA idea came literally from the community itself, not from me or my moderators. So it was literally just, hey, let's make a VA, and then everyone started to help each other. So one person did the covers, I think 4 or 5 people did the masterings together, like in like different ways.
So then just one quick point, because I think maybe we have some beginners in there. VA is various artists, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's basically
VA
a compilation of
it's a compilation of different artists and not just one artist, but it's like an album that from the length, like a LP, long play. And you have like, I don't know, 8 to 9 tracks or something, and then all different artists. So I put one track, and then some other people just put some tracks, and we worked on it. But we always needed to send in the feedback channel that we have on the Discord channel, hey, this is what my try, what you have, and then everyone like distributed like feedback and said, hey, maybe you can make the hi-hats a bit better, la la la. So it really nurtured the thing of, do you say this, nurture? Like push to give feedback, you know.
It works. We
I
need
don't know.
some native speakers. Let us know in the comments.
Oh man, I wish I could make this all in German. We have just like live translation.
Oh God, please not. The
It's
YouTube.
coming,
I mean,
it's
maybe it's
coming.
coming in the future, but up till now, the live translation sounds absolutely terrible.
So I had that moment where I watched a video and I was like, why this is German now?
Oh yeah, and the biggest problem is actually, I had this also when I released my sound pack. We had this enabled, and the people were like, "Why does the sound all sound so bad?" And the sound quality is like really muffled. And then I realized there was kind of like the wrong audio channel, and it was not only changing my voice, but also kind of like the audio. And then it sounded super weird and
YouTube
dodgy.
also tried to be like AI first now, and I really don't like it, like which direction they try to do there. But yeah, we cannot change it. We just get new options that we have to turn off.
Yeah.
Do you want to train your data with AI? No?
Nope.
Then make it off. It's like just a new update, and if you don't check the news from YouTube, you don't get it. It's, But we swipe away. The community thing that I did there, like pushing people to give feedback, and from this feedback, the track evolves, and then they come into the compilation together. And the beautiful thing was also there was no genre like this have to be techno. Like we have a disco track, we have a drum bass track, we have some.
Nice.
It's all over the place, and I love it totally for VAs. And it's literally just showing that this community have variation,
Yeah.
And I really love that. And it pushed when I today like saw the post that we released it now. It pushed the people so much to also say, hey, everyone that distributed, so nice to meet you all. And we are like so connected now. And
Nice.
I realized again how important it is. Like this year, I learned it in so many ways because we did the workshops, we did this VA, we both start working together also. I mean, we also just met because of YouTube, but also because someone that I'm working with connected us and said, hey, you want to meet another YouTuber? I know someone, this guy here, Milan, talk to him. And I was like, okay, let me check.
And he was part of my community as
yes.
well. And then he just made the connection. And I think otherwise, all of this year wouldn't have really happened. And I'm so glad it did, because that was one of the best things that happened this year. Because, we exchanged so much and many different things like... music making, like basically all of our conversations here, we also do some of them offline, and that's such a big help to speak to someone who's actually in a similar situation as an artist, as a creative who tries to make a living from art and creativity and education, and that's just priceless to have in your life, really.
It is literally. I'm ditto, mate. Ditto.
Yeah.
But this is what I mean. Like for me, it's the year of community. And I realized also a little bit now where we talked about values in life, right?
Yeah.
That's the value I think I'm fighting for. Like I literally put all this energy and I ask myself, hey, even if I would lose music, I would still do it. And why? Because of community. I really realized how like everything comes together when people just meet each other around the globe because of one thing that they're in common, like they like to sound design together or something. And I don't know, on my Discord channel, I see people like just jumping into the calls, showing their faces, showing their Ableton, and then just jam together. Making this kick a little bit more like this. Okay. Just so that they are like hanging together in the studio, online.
Yeah.
And it's always rewarding. Sometimes I jump into the calls too and say hi, and then more people come in, and then everyone, like sometimes I jump in and see how someone is teaching someone else, like giving tips. And it's just, this is what I think is more important in the music industry than everything else. Like everyone can make music now in these days with technology involving to AI, like just telling what to hear and you getting it, generate it. I think more important will be like involve yourself in communities and literally talk to the people you are surrounded. Like, sure, you can always just read in the Discord channels or read in the forums about music and sound design, but to be honest, you have to involve yourself a bit more to really feel it. I was always the quiet reader, and because I do YouTube and I kind of started the community. But in the end, the community built themselves, right?
Yeah,
I was just great. Like the frontier in a way because I built the community. But I learned through that to be also more part of it. And now I feel part of a community. And that is that's priceless.
That's really a priceless feeling. Yeah, I 100%. I mean, for me, it's literally the same value. I also started actually just this year, middle of the year, I started with my own Discord channel and developed it since. It's still kind of like growing. It's a small community, and we are both also in exchange to thinking maybe in the future how we can both interact our communities even better, because
that it becomes one big one. Yeah,
exactly. Because for me, it's not really, the point is not to have kind of like, I need
Your
a community
own,
because then it's the Kvndra community where I don't give a shit about that.
Same.
For me, it's like really, I just want to build a place where people without gatekeeping can learn from each other and also inspire each other to be creative, to make music. Something like, let's make, I don't know, a resolution for next year. I've seen that, by the way, on your Discord channel, which I think is absolutely amazing, saying, what do I want to achieve next year music-wise?
Yeah.
And then you just post it into a thread. And at the end of the year, you look at it and see what you actually achieved, what not, and then decide, is it still important for me? Is it still relevant? Maybe I want to change a couple of New Year resolutions and then get going again in the next year. I think this is such a cool thing, and it's these small things that get me excited about community. Not so much like having my own community. I don't care, really. It doesn't matter.
I am admin on this community, but I always really make clear that I'm like part of everyone else. You know, like if they make like feedback sessions, I send my own tracks there too. It's not like I'm like higher or something, right?
Yeah,
it's like the same feeling. It's just I'm part of this community. Punkt.
Yeah. Exactly. It needs to be on eye level. And this is why we both are also exchanging so much and seeing in the next year how we can bring our communities even closer together.
Absolutely.
To just make a more lively experience for everyone. Because right now my community is more like people are posting music and then it's me giving feedback and maybe one other person and then that's it. But I can see in your community, for example, it's much more lively. The community itself is much more active in a way, and this is something where I'm thinking, or we are thinking, how we can combine that, and actually the people who are looking for feedback find the feedback in multiple ways from different people. And this is also something what I definitely want to improve on for the next year, which already has started great this year, but definitely want to improve on next year, because I've been part also of the Pity Victory Collective, my label and community from Copenhagen. We've met for the Berlin gig in November, which was great. But there's also so much other connect. So, for example, one big milestone for me this year was launching my first real flagship sound pack, like the Melodic Movement sound pack I launched for Ableton Move, Push 3, and for Ableton Live. And actually, one big thing in this was someone from my community, Eve, shout out, he reached out to me and said, hey, you know what? I know this guy, Darren, from Isotonic Studios. Sure, I know Isotonic Studios. Like, I could connect you both and you could see if you're working on something like a sound pack, then you could get going. And then I was connected to Darren. We had a really nice talk, great
and
conversations.
And that makes a big difference in the end, right?
100%.
And like a lot of marketing you get from this guy. He have a win, and all this happened again because of community.
Exactly, 100%. And that was also where I thought there's so much that you can't really plan beforehand in a year that happens just because of these human interactions, because someone that hears from you, that knows someone that might be a good fit. And yes, in many cases, it might not be the perfect fit and there doesn't something come together, but in a lot of cases it is. And then you just have something where you thought, I wouldn't have kind of like, if I thought at the beginning of 2025, something like that, I wouldn't have thought of. Also our connection, like how we grew together really as friends, that was only possible due to our communities bringing us together. And now
big shout out to Trip Stuff.
Oh yeah, Trip Stuff.
My man.
Best guy.
No, this is what I mean. And then the funny fact is, like, I was never so active in Discord before. For me, it was like a gaming platform. But now where I analyze it a little bit more, also other communities, like in gaming and whatever, right? There's also the Ableton one and all that stuff. I feel sometimes people come into these groups, whatever it is, if it's Discord or whatever, and you're scared to say something in the wrong channel or make something wrong. And that already is such a like hold back and everything, that I wanted to make this super clear, like, oh, you make a mistake, no one will hate you. You just like get teach that maybe this should be in this channel, and that's it.
Yeah.
And I think this is such a huge, big, important thing that if we build communities in any form, if it's Discord, if it's in real life, is it whatever, keep it human, keep it chill. Like it really have to be not so like
so
rules
structured,
and
like,
structured, and
you
we
have to do
come
this
from
there.
the corporate worlds and everything, and this world is so like structured. Art have to be freedom and like community, and community is something where warm feelings are, you know, where like everyone is like part of it, and everyone starts on zero or is absolutely maniac in something they do. So these maniacs need to help the beginners, and the beginners show new ways to see that the maniac is actually really stuck in one way to see things.
Yep.
Like I do Ableton for a long time now, but reading my own community shows me sometimes tricks where I'm like, wait, I never was thinking about this. This is so smart. And most of the time it was people that just said, oh yeah, I just do Ableton for 1 year. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, that's
You
crazy.
know?
And also bringing up new tools, like someone from my community, Simply Chris, shout out. He was also at our Berlin workshop, and we were kind of like through my community connecting about these things. So he's a developer and he develops a lot of cool stuff. And right now he's working on an AI-based MIDI generation tool that is kind of like web-based, that interacts. You can kind of like link it to your Ableton via web MIDI, I think it's called.
Yeah.
And then you can just prompt a web in the prompt or write a prompt in the web browser, and then it generates MIDI patterns for you based on the things you prompt, and it changes the MIDI patterns in Ableton Live based on what you write, which is...
But the interaction was very like fluid. Like I want a kick pattern that sounds like na 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 na, boom, 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 boom. Okay, now I want a hi-hat, and then it shows you the kick, then the hi-hat under it, and it's like starting to stack. And when you like it, you can send it to Ableton, what is actually really cool.
Yeah, it's super nice. I love it too.
Like we said in the last episode with the AI stuff, right? Like there will be interactions with AI, but the way how you build them now, because they will end up in our DIWs, right? They will end 100%. Up in Ableton. You will have more AI on some point. It's just important that this will be tools and not just generators, I think. Like, exactly. Generate me MIDI notes based on AI is cool. If I don't feel like I'm really interacting with an AI right now, you know?
Yeah.
It
needs to be in a nice way,
seamless way.
Yeah, I mean, Ableton and a lot of other tools already have that now. It's just right now it's based on algorithms, which is not as advanced as AI, but it's already there and it has been there for years. I mean, how many years have we been using generative tools such as Sting or whatever? Yeah. The only difference is that these
it's an algorithm,
It's an algorithm, and in the end, an AI also uses algorithms, but it's just a little bit smarter to kind of like build new.
Yeah, it's a neuronal network,
exactly.
So it can make different choices based on values.
And this is also why I think, this goes back to the other episode, why you should actually embrace this and see what you can draw from it, because in the end, it's just a tool. But let's not get into that too deeply. We have already done that in the last episode.
Nerd. Yeah, no, but like, I just wanted to like cap up that like community. If you person watching this right now are in a situation where you're like, I want to do more in next year, for example, then like I would say step number 1 is not making more tracks. Like, sure, make more tracks, but like really to get something out of like you want more connection, more I don't know, like more releases on labels and stuff. It always ends up that you most of the time are already a good artist when you have this idea to release somewhere. You just need more connections, but connections happen naturally and not just like because you are like next to the DJ and you say, hey, check my stick. You know, no one does that more these days. Like no one cares. So it's have to be naturally in conversations because you're helping someone and then they like recognize you again and in these moments, right? And I realized this happens so naturally if you just involve yourself into one of these communities, like for example, a Discord channel or whatever, you know?
Or something offline. I know there's in a lot of cities just nearby.
Meetups.
There's always a lot of meetups for people who are either into just synthesizer electronic music, into techno production, into whatever. And you can just look for that and join that. I know it I mean, I'm an introvert person, so for me it's always a little bit tough to then
That's why online helps sometimes.
Yeah, where you don't know anyone, and then people are meeting at a bar, and maybe they already know each other, and you coming there as the new person. That can be tough. I really get that.
Yeah, you really need people that are open to let new people in. But
and also kind of like integrate you, give you a good feeling of immediately belonging there. But yeah, it's also something that helped me so much, because I, for a long time, really felt a little bit isolated here in Cologne, because I was online, I was very well connected, but here in Cologne, I didn't have so many local connections to the electronic music scene, just because I never kind of like built them in the past, because I was developing all of my work online, and the people I work with, they were based in basically everywhere around the globe. But yeah, the moment I got more engaged with that and kind of like with the community, it really helped to also fuel my own creativity and art, because then I suddenly had all of these connections that I didn't have before, which was just great. And in person is just a difference when you meet at someone's studio, or you meet at your studio and you make music together. It's just priceless. So I can just encourage people to do that.
This, for example, is something I really want to do again, like sit down with a friend and make some music. You know, I didn't do that for so long.
Like we did in the in between the workshop when we had our ambient jam. I think that was really nice. Yeah.
But also that, you know what I mean, like from the beginning, where like this whole, I do these jams maybe with you then, but I'm not like seeing it as like, let's record something or make some real art with it. You know, I'm just like, let's have a small jam, and like I'm chilling there and doing like something with my machine to just see what you can do with a push into a S4 or something, you know. But it's not like that I really sit down and make art, and this is what I really want to do. But something else that you did this year where you were really proud of yourself.
Yeah, I already mentioned the Soundpack release was something really big. And then I think more on a kind of like a little bit personal level is this year in the middle of the year I lost my job, or actually I learned that I will lose my job at the end of the year. So it's like a long time coming, but now I know that kind of like really at the end of the year that will be it. I was kind of like employed for the Sennheiser brand as a communications manager, creative or creator manager, so to say. And I will lose this job at the end of the year. And I think one big step for me was that when I learned that I will lose my job, I say I will try to make content creation music full-time in 2026, which I know is a challenge, but I was kind of like already working on it and kind of like doing it as a side business. I was only working part-time in my day job. So now it's kind of like really the chance for me to say, okay, you know what, fuck it. I just give it a go. And even if it doesn't work out, I mean, what the fuck can happen? Like if
I tell you, there's like no way to think about this. It's amazing to do it, and you already know that. Plus, other people lose their job, and then they think about starting a YouTube channel. You already have 30K. Come on. It will be all good. I know it's scary. Right. You have to learn a lot of new workflows, and the corporate safety is gone, and you will make less money maybe in the beginning. But if you then put also all the energy inside, you will even make more money maybe. You know, and then you're safe, and the family's safe, and then you can make more money, but you also need to. You don't need to. You know, like it's like if you can pay your rent and your hobbies, all is good. No one needs more.
100%. That's also kind of like where I want to go. But for me, I mean, I've mentioned that here on the channel before. I struggle a lot with anxiety. I also do therapy to kind of like control my anxiety disorder. So for someone like me then saying, okay, you know what, I leave the safe corporate world where you get a salary every month, no matter what kind of like happens, you just get the same payment every month. And now you're like, well, I do this freelance stuff now where I don't know what money I will make from what sources. It's like in the beginning it was super overwhelming, and I was like, what the fuck am I even doing here? But actually I think this is the thing that I'm proud of, that I kind of like from the moment that I knew this, I still kind of like never thought about giving up. I was still kind of like saying, you know what, right now there is no way that I want to go back into the corporate world right now. I really want to give this a go now. I really want to make it work. And I didn't fall into the trap to saying, yeah, I will go back to the path that I used to know that I come from and put the energy back in there. No, I want to put the energy into this because I'm passionate about it. It's like something I'm burning for. There's a little fire in my chest whenever I think about making music, about playing live as a live act. And I think that's one of the best guiding principles you can have. Like if you feel that little flame, flame. The fame is not there yet. Fame is not there yet, but it's the flame, it's the passion that you feel, and then you're like, fuck yeah, I want to do that. I want to get going. And this is the moment where I know this is the right decision. And whenever in the future my son will ask me, what kind of were some tough moments in your life and what would you recommend me? Then I will be the person saying, follow your heart, do what you love, and not be the person saying, well, you better think about your your stable financial situation. So you become a business banker, analyst, although you don't want to do that, but you just do it for the money. That's not kind of the thing that I want to teach my child. So I think that's one of the points probably I'm most proud of this year, kind of to bite through and make the commitment to say, you know what, next year I want to make that happen.
Milan, I'm proud of you that you not saying yes to the safe zone and say yes to the when you put you out there and you go in the inconvenient situation till you get used to. Mm-hmm. And you will get used to so easy.
Yeah.
Because it's actually kind of nice to have no boss.
Yeah. You are your boss.
You are your boss. That brings a lot of problems, obviously. If you don't wake up and do your shit, no one will do it. No one will tell you to do it. And then you're just surprised that there's no money on the table next month.
Yeah.
But if you sit down and do it,
then you can make great things happen.
Yeah, and you believe in yourself more because you literally can say, I did this all alone.
Yeah. And that's the best feeling. You can be really proud of. And it's and sometimes it's just the things when you talk about value, kind of also providing value to other people. I think this is one of the most valuable things to do because in the end, when you work in a corporate job, you can love your job and you can have a great job, but in the end, you are helping a company to make more money. That's it. And there's nothing bad about it, but it's like the thing you do. But if you kind of do something like this, for me it was when I released my last live set and there was someone writing that he started to make music because of my Dune track 2 years ago. And up to this date, he still watches my videos and gets inspired every day to kind of improve his craft, and he gets going. And that was for me, holy fuck, I inspired a human being not only to make music, but to keep going for 2 years just through the videos and the music I release. I mean, that's one of the best things.
In our workshop, there was also one person, telling me, I watched your channel and I started making music when I found your channel. I think you were still in German, your videos. And I was like, this is 5 years ago, my man. You make 5 years music because of me. Wow.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I think that's the stuff in the end when it comes down, you can be really, really proud of, with your art and sharing our art in whatever kind of format it will be, in this podcast here or through our music, through our YouTube videos, through our live shows as DJ in your case, or live act, or whatever it is. You kind of inspire people, and sometimes you don't get an immediate reaction because people come to your concert and might be really inspired, but you never hear from them because they don't reach out. But sometimes it's really these people who then reach out to you, and that means so much. And it's crazy when you think of it, that you inspire people to make music. That is one of the biggest driving forces for me to keep going, to fuel the community and inspire more people to make more music and create more art.
That's the thing. Imagine you don't have a YouTube channel and all this crazy shit now, but you make music, okay? Yeah. And you DJ maybe. And then you have someone texting you. Don't ignore these people their noise. I know how this feels sometimes. It's too much and too much shit is going on. Then you have random SoundCloud DMs and stuff. Mm-hmm. But I literally, even if it's months later, I text everyone back and be like, man, I'm so happy to hear that. I inspired you to make some tracks or whatever. these are the people that are becoming a community. And if you can put them somewhere together, you're doing the move, you know? But like in a way, they just all need a platform in a way, and you can build that. Even if you're just an artist that don't have a YouTube channel, you know, it doesn't matter. Like, it's just like a natural thing that I think YouTubers do, you know, that they build a Discord channel. It's like, I did a Discord channel because I learned, YouTubers do that. And this is how you separate people who just pushed followed and actually actively watching you. So you do that. But then I realized how much more this is, you know? And I think every artist should have this more in mind, that like you can separate your music a little bit like as a product that you do, okay? But then also how you inspire people and put people around what you're doing. This is a community, and this you have to completely like put your energy to. And parallel, you can make your art form, obviously.
Yeah.
But the things you say, the things you inspire to, they are way more weighted, I would say, than like just the track from last Tuesday, you know? Because there will be constantly new things happening. I know there will be a new techno EP from my side soon, because I almost go in this direction now, right? It's just like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't, it's more important like what I like inspire then again, like which kind of sound I will find, for example. And then maybe someone will say, yeah, this is literally new, and get it, what I'm kind of crafting there, for example. And that will be then maybe someone I can maybe make music in the future or something, you know? I don't know. It's like this community thing.
Yeah.
This is the year of community. I really, really get it.
100%. I would definitely underline this. And the next year in terms of community will be even stronger, because I mean, we both learned, I think, a lot about communities this year, and also what we want to improve. So I'm already looking forward to kind of like putting that into action and doing way more on that side.
Yeah, one thing I'm most proud of, really the most proud of, was when me and Tripstop, we asked in the community, literally, we want to make some changes. Hey, everyone, we want to know how's your vibe with the community? What we did good, what we did bad, roast us, give us feedback, please. And the feedback was literally way better than other communities, no drama, people are helping, no gatekeeping, all these trigger words that I'm looking for to build. Literally, I got them all. I read them all, and I was like, oh, nice. I built something literally soft, helpful, and not I build it. That's why it's built it, you know, because I don't build anything. It's them. Yeah. And I just
you laid
put
the
the spark. I just put the spark for the fire, you know?
Yeah.
And this is what makes me the most proud this year. Like that this community builds by itself a warm, welcoming community, and not just another place where a lot of followers come together, you know? It's literally everyone who comes in is welcome. And I feel that even in the real person meetups that we do in Berlin, for example, like there's new people and like, oh, hi, I never saw you. How are you doing? My name is la la la. I do this kind of music. What are you doing? You know, this is how someone comes to you and talks to you. And this is makes me really like believing in what I'm doing there, and makes me very happy. And I give myself and to the community, to all of you that watching, a big props. We're doing something that I think was a little bit lost in the last years, I feel, in the music industry, or for example, in my techno world, that little bubble that I'm swimming in. I felt really cold and cool, way too cool people, you know?
Yeah.
Where are my nerds that are fucking awkward? I love them.
Yeah, same. Oh, I love that shit.
I love to be awkward sometimes.
Yeah, same. I mean, we've spent enough time together in person to know that we both are fucking awkward people.
Yeah.
No, but 100. I mean, I couldn't agree more. Like this is the foundation, and if you have the warmth and the people sharing knowledge, no gatekeeping, I think that is super important. I still see a lot of things like when you ask people in the industry that you kind of like not really get an answer, because people think if they share something with you, you might be in a better position, or you might kind of like they see it as a competition. And I'm like, this is the most stupid thing to think about artistry. I mean, what you say is completely right. I'm currently also reading the book from Rick Rubin, The Creative Act, where he also refers to how we are all kind of like as artists in the same space, and we create and inspire each other. So it's not that you as an artist, you're not isolated. Your career is always influenced by so many places and in the way how you interact and connect to your environment. And I see community as a big part of that environment, because that's literally where I draw a lot of inspiration from, be it for YouTube videos, for new music, for whatever. It's kind of like, this is where I learn from and get inspiration from. And if I can then give that back, that's the kind of like interaction I'm seeking for. And I would never think of something like gatekeeping. If people now ask me when I played my last live set, I definitely need a breakdown of this. This is awesome. I would love to learn of that. Yeah, sure. I make a breakdown. This is probably one of my next YouTube videos in the next year coming. So this is kind of like how I want to also give back to the community, so that they can learn from what I have experienced and learned for myself.
Yeah, also for 26, I also planned to reach out to all the other YouTubers, for example, that already kind of had the first contact with me and said, yeah, man, let's make a video together, or yeah, let's chill in the studio. But then, the daily days happen and nothing happened in the end. And I think I will put the spark for like meeting these people and making actually videos with them, and connect a bit community-wise also all together.
Nice. That's great. Yeah. I'm in, that, but for sure, we'll make that happen.
We both are staying connected, I think.
100%, definitely.
Yeah, so maybe some wrap up, because I'm getting really hungry right now.
Yeah, of course, yeah. We don't want you to starve or something.
Please don't kill me.
Yeah, please don't kill you. So yeah, top 3 things 2025 for you.
Right now,
just very quickly.
This community that I built is actually a warm one, and it's not me deciding this and saying, my community is the best. I literally read that and I was like, fuck yes, that was the best. Then obviously starting living from YouTube was a huge thing now, because I finally feel like I live from my art. Mm-hmm. It did a different route. I mean, I never said I want to be a YouTuber. I wanted to just make art, right? Yeah. But living from vinyls, you don't do. So finding a weird way around it, but still making like good Bandcamp money now also on top of different layers, right? And literally have my rent now every month. It's not way much more, but I have my rent, and that's okay. And that's, I think, the second huge thing for me. And I mean, I'm becoming a dad like you. I think that's the hugest thing.
I just wanted to say, drop the bomb. Yeah, for me as well.
Let's drop the bomb
in February. Yeah, that will be
for me, May.
Crazy. And actually, the moment I asked the question, I didn't want to ask you kind of like your top things for 2025. I wanted to ask you the things that you're most excited for in 2026. Because when you answered, I realized we talked already about all of that stuff. I was just a little bit brain frozen.
Easy. Now we have it.
Now we have it. And
that was a summary for my 25. So now you have to do your 25 summary, and then looking forward for 26, I would say.
Yeah. I mean, my 25 summary is also like the same. It's been crazy on the private side. I've lost my dad. My grandma currently is in hospital. So it has been. I lost my job, so it has been a really tough year on a lot of different ends. But kind of like I like to see always a year not only for the negative but also for the positive. And the positive definitely was working a lot with you, kind of like making really the shift through losing my job and making this decision.
Yeah, it's the best decision
I want
in
to
your
give
life.
it a try. Yeah, 100%. Just give it a try and see where this takes me. Be open, kind of like however this career might shape. I will stay open to new influences, to new things, to new projects that might come up. So I think that's one of the best things, because when you work in your day job, you're kind of like really also time wise, you're just locked for so many hours in the day to other projects, which is, as I say, I don't want to talk this down. This is fine. But for me now, what I realize is opening up to new projects and just being able to say yes again to bigger things because I just have the time and bandwidth is priceless. That's just like, I think, one of the biggest things. Yeah, then doing more community-wise, starting my Discord channel, bringing my YouTube channel over 30K has been a big goal, which I achieved and I'm really proud of. And And then, yeah, the last thing is like really, as you said, for 2026, I will be a dad end of February, which is crazy. And I'm so looking forward to that. That will be another big shift in the life again. Yeah. But I'm currently in a state where I'm like, all these shifts are coming. I just embrace them.
Jump right in.
Yeah, you just jump right in and say, I played long time now only on security. This year is like fully
the opposite.
Fully kind of like the opposite.
For you, really, it's the opposite this time. You're just like... But I got you, mate. I got you. Whatever you need, I'm here.
Thank you, man. Thank you. But yeah, it's really just that. And there were places where I just was like really anxious and just afraid of that. And now I'm at a place where I can also really be excited for these changes and for all the new things that are coming. Because I used to be that person that always wants to control everything and everything needs to be perfectly in control. And I realized the more I let go from that, yes, it's scary at first, but it opens up a new world where you're like, fuck, I can embrace life a little bit better because I don't need to control everything. I can just see how things are coming my way, and then I just go with the flow. And that's just such a better way of living.
If you never do that, you will end up. Yeah, if you never do that, you end up realizing at some point, whoa, wait, life is getting to the last end, and you're like, that was my life now? Shit, I never tried something, And I don't want to be this person. So I realized, totally when I went 30 or something, it was this area where I was like, you know what? I just do whatever I kind of have like an impulse for and just figure it out on the go because I lived with anxiety for many, many years and I realized this is not helping at all. So this year is amazing healing for you, trust me.
Yeah, it will be.
This episode was a lot about us, I would say, but it was... I hope you see some patterns in you also in community and all these things we talked about. And you also get something from this end of this year where you can say, man, I did a good job. I reached out. I sent to labels stuff. Whatever you're doing, right? Push yourself up, jump into the next year. And let's keep it more warm. This world is getting so nasty right now. So I think the most important we can do is like pushing into the love and the community again, because
100%
we are the people down there that just can make the difference because we are many. Guy Fawkes principle,
Yeah. Oh yeah. I love that.
It's the principle of life,
We can make big changes. Yeah.
And they can be like, without making a huge revolution, you just start being nice again to each other, and this grows up in like wherever,
Makes a huge
I believe
difference.
Heavy in that. So yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
Same here.
Everyone learns something.
Yeah, and maybe people also have something, a little project where you need to trust in yourself, where you need to push yourself a little bit to go in that direction. Maybe 2026 is the year where you say, I just want to go for that, because I think that's something.
Just do it.
Yeah, you sometimes need to jump into the cold water and learn to swim. It's fucking scary, I can tell you, but it's also it's a crazy ride and it's so rewarding. In so
it's
many
the
ways,
classic.
So.
Also, if you fail, you learn something.
Yeah.
How to do it next time,
Yeah.
And if you don't fail, fuck yes, you did it.
True.
Yeah. Like I started YouTube and wanted to make some living from it, and I needed to come back to freelancing. So actually I failed once. Yeah. This year I realized, for example, I did it and I don't have to go back to freelancing. Awesome. And that's just because I learned something from the last time, from last year.
Nice. That's great.
So it's always like this.
Yeah.
That's the end.
Yeah.
I'm starving. I need to eat.
You need to eat. You need to eat.
You need to eat. It's getting dark again, fucking Berlin.
It's crazy. Yeah, here as well. Jesus Christ. Winter's over soon.
Well, yeah, please. I need the summer. So that's a signal chain for this time. And then we see us in 2 weeks. Are we doing this? Actually,
yeah.
What's that?
Yes, in 2 weeks for a quite special episode with someone special.
Oh, I remember, yeah. We have a nice guest planned, but that's a surprise for next time.
Oh, yeah.
So get ready. Yeah. I think some people will be excited.
Oh, yeah. I think so, too.
Okay, then I would say have a nice week or 2 weeks. We see us on the next one. Like and subscribe and all that stuff I do now. And comments. let us know what you plan for 26. That's always nice. And then you can check in this video like next year and you can see what you actually read there. I think that's so cool. We did on the Discord channel, but you can also do that just here. Okay. Bye-bye from my side and from your side.
See ya from my side.